Good afternoon. It's afternoon?
Yeah.
From Jamaica. We're on our way to...
I have no idea.
What?
Trying to find this place where they sell ice cream. And maybe some food. But let's see where it's at.
Where adventures take us.
Yeah, where our adventure takes us.
Should I drop this now that the car is coming, or should I keep going?
Keep going. It's a part of the vlog.
Well, you know, sometimes I get very self-conscious. But luckily you're here with me, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So, this is a special episode of the Morgan's Dialogue.
Yes.
And, you know, we're known for having some good conversations.
Yes.
We don't know where we're going, but this is normal. I think when we don't know where we're going, that's a good thing, because we end up finding.
I think that's what happens when you have a growth mindset. It doesn't matter exactly. We have an idea where we're going, but we don't know how to get there. That's okay.
And we're not going to let the constraint of our not knowing stop us from going.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what's having a growth mindset.
There's a situation that happens where I think this man was saying that. What was he saying? Not sure what he was saying, but it was very interesting, that analogy that he brought up.
What did he say?
It was an analogy
An analogy?
that he brought up that was quite interesting. Trying to remember what it is really. It was, but it reminds me of this analogy of this horse. It's a war horse.
Oh, like a Trojan horse?
Trojan? What's a Trojan horse?
Never mind. Go ahead, babe. That's not what he was talking about.
I'm not sure, but this is a war, W-A-R horse. So this horse is made for wars and battles. So it's not the ordinary horse that we see there. It's more made for that, you know, in case of an army personnel want that type of horse to ride on. But you know what was interesting is that this war horse was looking for someone that needed such an horse for battle.
Yeah.
And he met a farmer who needed just an horse to plow the land. He wanted him to pay him some money whatsoever. But the horse was like, no, I'm not made for plowing lands. I'm made to be a horse for battle. I need a lieutenant. I need an army general. I need someone who wants me for that very reason.
Yeah.
And he just passed by, and you know, the man was like, okay, never mind. And then as he was going by, he also passed someone who needed a horse to travel here and there, you know, to deliver items across the country and all of those places, different parts of the land. The horse said, no, what do you think? Go get any other horse over here. Get a racetrack horse or something like that. I am made for a different reason. I'm looking for someone who needs a war horse itself for the army.
Yes.
You know, and just let's go about the business. Then there was one other person that he met. You know what's amazing?
Why?
This horse finally saw a group of men that was walking that were generals, army personnel.
Yeah.
And behold, they came to the horse and said, we are looking for a war horse.
Oh.
Our war horse was excited. He's like, oh my gosh, I'm the man for this. Well, not the man, but the horse for this.
Yeah. The man horse.
But you know what's amazing?
What's amazing, babe?
What's amazing is that the army personnel said, but the horse that I need, that horse has to be strong. Are you strong? Strong. What do you mean by strong? Yeah, because there's be a lot of load that you would have to be carried.
Yeah.
And are you strong? And immediately he said, no, I'm not strong. And then immediately remembered when that man was asking, he needed
Someone like that.
someone to plow his land.
Yeah.
That would have built up his strength. It's like, wow. Anyway, all right, so the army person said, all right, you're not strong.
Yeah.
You can't carry the load that I have for war material. Oh, that's beautiful.
Ooh, that's pretty.
Some nice places around here.
sure do.
The army person said, all right, I'm not strong. All right, let's try something else.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know the place around here?
Mm.
Do you know the different places? Because we're going to battle, we're going to here, we're going to there.
Yeah.
Want you to be able to know the land.
Right.
And he's like, not really, I don't really know much place. And it went, the same thought came to my like, wait, the man that needed someone to deliver the different items that could have allowed him to know the different places.
Wow.
And he's like, oh, that didn't work out, so that's... And he said, hey, can you give me one more chance?
Yeah.
I need one more chance here. I know that I may not be strong, I may not know the air, but I know that I have what it takes to travel far, because definitely you want someone who can travel far and can keep up. And he said, I'm going to go around this big track. There was this big area that they were, and he said, if I'm able to go around here and feel, instilling good fitness, you could say, I could do it. And he went around, well, he didn't really went around. By the time he reached like quarter of the distance, by the time he reached halfway, he was
oh, he was tired.
Because he didn't have
the
no
training.
There's no determination. He wasn't practicing.
Yeah.
By the time he reached back, which he was now walking back, well, they call it walking for the horse.
Trotting.
Trotting now.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, by the time he reached back, the man had gone.
Oh, he didn't make it back in time.
No, he just left. Guys, like, you're not worth my time.
Yeah.
What happens when we always look at it? It's one thing for you to look forward to a person, look forward to a job, look forward to a type of person in a relationship to be with, looking forward to a particular lifestyle to live that way. But do you know what it takes to get there? Do you know if even those persons want someone like you?
Yeah.
Do you know what that employee needs? Do you know what that type of person who you're trying to be in relationship? Do you know the type of woman or man they want?
Right.
And are you that man or woman that they want?
You know what this reminds me of?
Yes.
How sometimes it's important for us not to think that our training is going to look like the job that we're actually going to have. Because I remember when I was working part-time as a tutor, I would not have thought that would have prepared me for being my own business owner, right? I would have been like, I'm not teaching kids. How is that supposed to teach me about running a business? So sometimes when your training doesn't look like the thing you actually want to do, but it's still training you somewhat. Just like for me, when I wanted to prepare, or I wanted to be ready to be a wife, for example. But I learned a lot of those traits from just working on just communicating with people. Right? Because it's how you treat someone. You can't decide, okay, I'm going to treat my husband nice, but I'm going to treat everybody like, you know?
Plus not willing to go through those things in preparation. I remember working at a call center. It's a job that I did prior to that. Whenever I came back to my hometown, a person would see me, or if there's a few saw me where I was in that parish or wherever I was, they were like, hey, what are you doing? Are you still working? I'm like, no, I changed my job and all of that. So where are you working? I'm working at a call center. They look at me like, are you the supervisor? Are you the boss there? What are you doing at a call center? Because to me, they look down on that job. And then they're now looking down. What would you be? Why are you working there? Not knowing that while working there, it was the best place for me to work at that point in my life. And I saw how that was preparing me to become a business owner.
So you working at the call center was preparing you to become a business owner.
Here's the funny thing about it. I remember looking at someone and saying to the person, hey, a business like this, I was looking at the building at the call center, and I said, would you either have a business like this where you'll rent out the place like this, you'll rent a place like this? They're like, I'm not sure, it's a lot of money it would cost to rent a place like that. But you know what I said in turn?
What?
I'm not even thinking of renting, I'm thinking of being the owner for a place like that and renting it out to the call center owner like this.
It's about perspective.
Good. So my point is, I was now looking at life in the sense that not only was I working there, but I was thinking, what would it like if I was the owner for a
Wow.
place like this?
You know, that reminds me of this analogy. Let's not get hit by cars today. There was this analogy I was reading, and it
We're
says,
going the right way though, by the way.
Is that it?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think that's
Oh,
the side. Go
okay.
ahead. We're getting there.
I'm
Go
like,
ahead.
your guess is better than mine, babe.
What's the analogy?
But it was saying how when you're in a wilderness, there's two types of animals you can see: a vulture or a hummingbird.
Mm.
And they were saying both animals are in, or both birds actually, they're both birds, are in the wilderness. But the vulture is looking for what?
Prey.
Something that's already dead.
Already dead.
Yes. But the hummingbird is looking for what?
Flowers.
Yes, very good. So it's about your perspective, because you could be in the
They're in the
wilderness.
same place. and
Yes, they're in the same place, but one is looking for dead things,
Yeah.
and the other one's looking for something to keep it alive.
Yeah.
I mean, like the goodness of it, the sweetness of it.
Sweetness of the flower and the plant.
Exactly. Perspective. Oh, it's just ice cream is sold here.
Big dog. I can take your order. We do jerk chicken wrap, which is very, very popular. Something that went viral on TikTok. Somebody said they reviewed it.
The lizard right there is green, but I don't want him to.
Oh.
Oh my gosh, you're gorgeous. You're actually a shade of green. Just don't jump at me, okay? Oh my baby. You blend right in with the leaves. Oh, he's gone. What did we order, babe?
The food and the wrap.
The food being
Rice and peas?
and jerk chicken, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
And the wrap.
And the wrap is what? Curry chicken?
No, he said jerk.
Oh, it's jerk as well.
Yeah, that's why I was asking if it's anything
You're
else.
beautiful. You were sharing how at the place you worked at, you saw it as, wait, what could I do to own this place, as opposed to, what do you say, working it?
Renting.
Renting
I
it.
just asked the question, would you rent a place like this? But the person was like, it's a lot of money, blah, blah, blah. But I was like, well, here's the thing. I'm not thinking of just renting it, because you might say, oh, we're working at this place that they maybe would have rent. I was thinking of owning a place like that.
Yeah, it's all about perspective.
Yes.
Yeah.
So they could rent it from me. And I
Right.
think it's the same thing with where I was working. I wasn't thinking about working there alone. I was thinking of what would it be like to own a place like this, and when you're preparing your workers to work here. So I was thinking of being in a managerial position of a place like that, and what it would be like to be in such a position, having all these workers.
Yeah.
So that has given me for the business mind, not just to even be a sole trader for that matter, but even a business owner that has their employees working
Right.
for them.
Like a real company.
A real company. So a lot of people are like, what was I doing there?
Right.
But what they didn't know is that it was plus there were a lot of courses that help you to become managers or to have. So it was, well, I
The
don't
job
know.
offered those. Well, oh, that's right, because
I-
you got like a
well,
back door entrance.
Yeah, while I was doing my thing and while I wasn't getting any call, I went into courses. I didn't know how I got access
you got
to some of these courses. Eventually, before we left, we got banned from, not banned, but
They kicked you out of the
I
system.
wasn't able to get to none of their courses.
Yeah.
The beauty of working there, because I found, and for the time, over a year that I worked there, I found joy
Yeah.
working in that job. So, but guess what? Now it has prepared me, because now I'm utilizing those thoughts, those skills that I learned there, and it's making me even what we're pursuing right now.
Right. I think that's why it's super important where you don't think little of where you are.
Yeah.
You know, just because this place doesn't look like where you hope to be one day doesn't mean that it's not a stepping stone to eventually getting you there. Even if it seems irrelevant to what you truly want to do. There's so many things you can take away from every place that... That's rude. Very rude. I'm in the middle of... Exactly, those little beginnings, it looks nothing like where you want to be, but it's working something for you. It is a stepping stone, no matter how irrelevant it looks. Because like, imagine being a tutor and talking about owning your own business. Like, well, what's the correlation? Right? Or being at a call center and owning your own business, what's the correlation? Depends on your perspective. Because I think if you're business minded, which you were, if you're business minded, or that's the way that you think, you might see exactly you're going to see a different thing compared to someone who doesn't have that mindset of thinking bigger than where they are. Yeah.
It's right down to that. And we have to be very careful how we see things on a whole.
Yeah.
Because someone may think that I'm like not the ideal person for them in a relationship.
Right.
But someone else might see me like, oh my gosh, how can someone not have someone like you?
That's what I've said about you. I was like, how did you get passed up? Because you're like, but like they say, beauty's in the eye of the beholder.
Yeah, it is. But
In a sense.
But here's the thing. They always say as well that you can't give what they said to
You can't
pearls to the swine.
Yeah, exactly.
Because if there's someone that doesn't appreciate certain things in their life, they are not going to see the value in it as well. So,
Yeah.
And there are persons who appreciate who you are and may really value who you are.
Right.
But at the end of the day, who you want may not be that person as well.
Right.
Understand? So that I'm not saying no one appreciated me or no one didn't want me.
Right.
But even some of those who wanted me, there were some things that I wanted more from them and they did not
Have it. Yeah.
within
That's
themselves
called
as
having
well.
standards. And having standards not just for them but also for yourself. And I think when
Yes.
you live up to your own standards, you're not willing to settle for less than what you give.
Yes.
You know, because I think it's good to have standards, but
Go ahead, let's walk.
Oh.
I'm listening.
it's good to have standards, but you should also be trying to, baby. This is not the time to stop and tie your shoe. You can have standards for other people, but you should also have standards for yourself, you know? Like, even though I had high standards,
Yeah.
which you like completely blew out the water, I held myself to my standards too. I was like, well, if I expect someone to be great, I'm gonna be great too.
Yes.
You know, so, and not just to make it about the other person having to have it all together, but I just get to sit around and not do it, you know?
Yeah.
I don't think that's fair. Okay, great. Without thinking about it. Yeah, that's true.
Because you see somebody else doing it. Oh, they said that and got away with it. So I'll do it as well. It just keeps getting better.
How much for your ginger beer?
We've got our food.
Yeah.
And
Got it here.
yes, I'm so excited to tear into this jerk chicken.
Yeah. It was a good venture if you ask me.
It was a wonderful
We
adventure.
learned a lot about the community.
Yes.
I know exactly where we are now.
Yes.
And how to get there.
Yes, we know now.
And we are definitely going back for
Ice cream.
Definitely.
On a cone, let's hope. I'm going to be praying they expedite those shipments of cones.
Yeah, we're not going to miss that.
Yeah. But we thank you guys for joining us on this special episode of the Morgan Dialogues.
Yes.
And we are looking to see you guys soon.
Take care.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.